Mark Tronson from the Australian Missionary News. I have here with me today George Capsis. George Capsis was the Cronulla Sharks Rugby League chaplain for 17 years and now looks after the NRL Referees, and he's also a councillor, elected councillor with the Sutherland Shire. So George, first of all, what factors made you an identity in the Sutherland Shire?
Well, Mark, I suppose I learned to use what I had, which wasn't a lot, but it was enough. And I remember when I wanted to start look after homeless young people in the Shire, I got a story in the local paper, you know, anti-drugs crusader, George Capsis, Reverend George Capsis, chaplain to the Cronulla Sharks. And so those little titles helped me get in, and then from there it just grew, and year after year, I've been in the local paper quite often, the odd radio or TV interview about the work I did, so those sort of things.
Okay, George.
They all build it up, you know.
Now, tell us something about your ministry in the community in the Sutherland Shire.
Well, it's an all-involved ministry, all-round ministry. As I say, it involves dealing with homeless youth, dealing with parents in distress. Unfortunately, suicide is one of the problems. We deal with issues like that. And on top of that, I have my sports ministry as well, which is a good balance. It's a good balance, a good outlet. And so the club, the Cronulla club, over the years has been very helpful, and the players have been very helpful in promoting the sort of things that I've been doing in the community. So one complements the other.
Okay. Now, just the famous late coach, Jack Gibson,
yes,
who was coach of the Sharks just for some years, gave you an award one time. Can you tell us about that award?
Well, what happened was Jack was also very, very good to us as chaplains. You remember he
always
embraced us, yes, and he encouraged us. And I remember being chaplain there for a little while, and we started to go through a bit of a slump. You know, the teams were losing, and I remember one time I was part of the awards at the end of the week, right? And he couldn't give any awards to the players, so he gave me an award. I was the man of the week, and I had to give a speech. The man of the week. Yeah, and I said to the players, I said, "Now, gee, that's nice to have this award. Thanks very much." And I said, "Look, sorry we lost, but the losses would have been even worse if I wasn't praying for you last weekend." And then Jack yelled out and he said, "Next week, do us a favour and don't pray for us."
Don't pray for you.
So that was the kind of goodwill we had there.
Yes, well, I can tell you a story that when we introduced a chaplaincy to Jack Gibson,
yes,
Jack Gibson asked me one question as I was telling him about my experiences in the States, and with the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
And he said, "Who's the coach of the Cleveland Browns?" One question.
Yeah.
And I told him.
Because I wouldn't have known.
You wouldn't have known that answer. Okay. Now, has it been an eye-opener to you being an elected member of the Sutherland Shire?
Yes, it has been. I've learned a lot in it's nearly a year now. One thing I will say, though, that because I'm there and I'm a minister, all the councillors are much nicer to each other. That's true. So I've achieved something there.
Something great. Okay. Now, you have been an evangelist, you've been an outreach worker, you've worked in the slums.
Yes, right.
Now, can you tell me something? How has all those experiences benefited you just in your ministry?
Well, it's made me stand out. I mean, even to be Mr. Sharky, I was the mascot for some time. All those odd things stood me apart from normal ministers, if you like.
Yes.
And so the community and the public related to me very, and plus I'm a weightlifting champion too.
Yes.
Just the
World Masters weightlifting champion. Yes.
So I guess all those things make you stand out.
Yes.
And you're a little different. So people come to you for advice and for interviews and all that kind of stuff.
Well, George Capsis, you are an inspiration to me all my life. George Capsis, you've been a great friend. This is Mark Johnson from the Australian Missionary News signing off.
Thank you very much.
Look it up.